Thanks and welcome to the 1 p.m. Valuable News with Kejan Henry at Timland, Junior Hussein, Nulapom.
Good day, Henri Kedjan. Bonjour à tous, bienvenue au 13h. Voici les titres de votre journal. Le manager sélectionneur des Lions indomptables du Cameroun, Rigobert Song-Bahanac, vient de rendre publique la liste des 24 joueurs qui prendront part au match du 12 septembre prochain contre le Burundi. On en parle dans ce journal.
An anti-corruption watchdog Canal sends warning shots against corrupt practices in schools as schools are expected to reopen doors come Monday, September 4.
Une hausse généralisée et continue du niveau de prix de certaines fournitures scolaires préoccupe les parents, libraires et élèves à Bafoussam. La hausse principale du BIC est en ce moment en débat. On en parle dans ce journal.
And government gives assurances to the population of the Northwest region that cooking gas storage plant is well on course to go operational even before the stipulated deadline. Those were our top stories deduced in a split second.
Merci à tous de regarder Canal 2 International. En ouverture de ce 13h, on parle bien sûr de la liste de Rigobert Song-Bahanac et c'est avec vous, Henri Kedjan.
You're welcome back. Indomitable Lions head coach Rigobert Song-Bahanac has published the final list of 24 selected players ahead of the final game for the qualifier for the African Cup of Nations 2024. This day, and so we are expecting to have our man on the beat from Yaoundé, Haisincha, who was part of that press conference that led to the publication of the list. Hello, Haisen.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Fekafo Technical Center here in Oja Yaoundé, where the team manager for the Indomitable Lions, Rigobert Song-Bahanac, has made public the list of 24 players for the game against Burundi in Garoua on the 12th of September 2023, the last qualifying games for the AFCON in Ivory Coast. And on the list, we have the return of Andre Onana at the goal post, and equally the return of Mokodi at the defense, and of course, Njie Clinton. Likewise, the regular names like Vincent Abubakar and the rest. So with me is the sport journalist Giovanni Wane, which will be getting his insight as far as this list is concerned. Hello, Giovanni.
Hello.
You read through the 24-man list. Are you satisfied that that's the list we can use to beat Burundi?
Yeah, generally speaking, it's a good list, given the fact that Androna has returned to the camp. And outside as well, given the fact that we have our best midfielder, our best goalkeeper, best forward, Vincent Abubakar, is in shape, he's scoring goals. Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa was injured, but now he's back from injury. And Andre Onana plays in the best club, in the best league as well, in that which is England. So I think we have our favorite elements to go ahead and beat Burundi.
Calling up Onana is one thing, and Onana honoring the invitation is another. Are you confident he will honor the invitation?
If his name is in the list, it shows that he has given his okay, he has given his accord for his name to be placed in the list. If he didn't give his okay, his name wouldn't have been placed in the list, because it's the whole process, writing to the club, writing to the player, getting the okay from the club and the player. So if his name is on the list, it shows that the player has given his okay to be included in the list.
We equally witness the absence of Faye Collins, Jean-Charles Castellito. Will it be easy to pick two players that will replace these absentees?
Jean-Charles Castellito is suspended and Faye Collins is without club. So with those two, there was not much that Coach Rigobert Song could do. Jean-Charles Castellito, you cannot invite him to the game, whereas he's not going to play. Why not give other defenders a slot so that they can come and show the nation what they are worth? Faye Collins has not been active for some period of time, so it was just only normal that he sits it out.
Okay, thank you, Giovanni. And the players are expected to be in camp on the 4th of September here in Yaoundé, where they will train up to the 6th before traveling to the Rumdaja Stadium in Garoua, where they are expected to do nothing but win the game for Cameroon, because Cameroonians are not ready to see results like a defeat or a draw. Everybody is ready to see us win the game and pick up a clean qualification ticket for Côte d'Ivoire. Hyacinthe Chia, Constant Kamga.
Well, thanks very much, Hyacinthe Chia. We wish the Lions well. After about 4 months of rigmarole ruling due to natural and man-made factors, the people of the Northwest region have been assured that the cooking gas storage center will finally go operational even before the stipulated deadline. That assurance was made by Northwest regional officials and those of the Hydrocarbon Price Stabilization Fund. With calls from Northwest Chief Correspondent Annie Collins, here is Sheriff.
9 months after the laying of the foundation stone to construct a domestic gas storage facility in Bamenda, the works have been evaluated at 30%. That is the conclusion of a recent site visit by a delegation of the Hydrocarbons Prices Stabilization Fund led by its Director General.
The cut up with time and what we've seen today is so impressive for the company to have realized what we see in place. I could say almost about 30% within this short space of time.
In a meeting with the Northwest Governor prior to the field trip, bad road leading to the site, insufficient power and water supply, and above all, insecurity around the Banshee neighborhood are some problems that slowed down the evaluation of works for about 4 months.
Most of our workers have really been afraid. 3 weeks ago, there was a scare. The security officers had to rush everybody out of the site around 3:30, 3:45, and everybody should go home because there's some information around. Everybody was really scared. So we thank the general manager of CSPH and His Excellency for taking care of this.
Acquiring land and building. And you have to do your work it out with SOCIETE to see how you can start preparing deliberation.
Set to be held at high esteem by the head of state, the domestic gas storage plan is expected to be delivered by 2025.
I am here, first of all, today to reassure the Northwest population and to assure everybody that the project is well made. The project will be realized. There is no doubt about what's going about the project. And our wish is to have this project being realized before the record time.
Upon completion, the price of cooking gas in Bamenda is expected to drop by about 2,000 per bottle.
And the anti-corruption watchdog CONAC has sent warning shots against corruption on campuses as schools are expecting to reopen their doors come September 4, 2023. And so the anti-corruption watchdog is on the field to sensitize the population and stakeholders in the education chain, especially at these moments where registration and what more, money is exchanging hands. Details with Hyacinthe Chia.
It has been an endless fight for more than decades with very little fruit. Unfortunately, despite the many national and international initiatives to curb the scourge, the practice of corruption continued to flourish in different sectors, with the school milieu inclusive. And as the 2023-2024 school year draws nearer, the National Anti-Corruption Commission notes that the greatest peak of corruption is during the back-to-school period, with parents paying huge sums of money to secure admission for their children. They have as mission to fight this deep-rooted abnormality, which has unfortunately become part of Cameroonians, as explained by this pedagogue.
We have taken dispositions to have rapid results that we implement in the Ministry of Basic Education, and with our control team. From the first day of school, they will visit schools to ensure that corruption acts are not manifested.
By fostering a sense of responsibility, integrity and transparency, Educational authorities insist that sanctions await perpetrators.
If we notice corruption, we will proceed with council's write-up to sanctions of the persons guilty of such acts.
Parents, on their part, hope that these widespread corrupt practices in school will gradually diminish, contributing to the overall improvement of the education system.
If the level of corruption can reduce, then it is a good thing. It will permit us to have more means and make economy rather than spending money uselessly.
But others hold that the cankerworm in schools shall never end, saying that the effort of Canal will simply last in vain.
I think it can never reduce because we are in Cameroon and it's always that way.
It can finish, but when we are facing such cases, you are obliged to do with it. If your child wants to study and is the only solution, we just follow.
Principals of some public schools in Yaoundé have lauded this initiative of CONAC, stating that they have put in place measures to strengthen the fight.
We sensitize parents by drawing their attention on people who come by them and extort money from them to help register their children. We equally publish notices to call for parents' attention.
And promoting a culture of accountability and honesty, the anti-corruption body believes that the educational system can be enhanced, thus providing a better future for students and the nation as a whole.
Thanks very much, Hyacinth Chair. The head coach of the Indomitable Lions has published his final list of 24 against Burundi. And the big news is Onana is back, Junior Hussein.
Effectivement, retour d'André Onana à l'équipe nationale, on l'espère en tout cas. Eh bien, le manager sélectionneur des Lions indomptables du Cameroun, Rigobert Song-Bahanac, vient de rendre public la liste des 24 joueurs qui prendront part au match du 12 septembre prochain contre le Burundi. C'était au cours d'une conférence de presse au centre technique de la FECAFOOT à Yaoundé, où l'on retrouve tout de suite Daniel Anissé-Boudé. Bonjour Daniel.
Bonjour Junior Hussein, le sélectionneur, le manager sélectionneur des Lions indomptables du Cameroun vient donc de rendre public la liste des 24 Lions qui vont prendre part au match du 12 septembre prochain à Rumbe-Adja contre le Burundi, match comptant pour le dernier tour qualificatif pour la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations Côte d'Ivoire 2024. Les 24 sont donc connus. Dans le but, on aura Davis et Passy, on aura Andoua et on aura André Onana. En défense, on a Christopher Wu, Nountolo, Malcolm Bokele, Enzo Chato, Olivier Mbaizo, Harold Moukoudi, Darlan Yongwa et Oumar Gonzalez. Au milieu des terrains, on aura Gaël Andoua qui fait son retour en sélection, Franck Zambo-Anguissa, Olivier Ncham, Ben Elliott Jongwen, Olivier Kemen et Samuel Oumkwet. Et puis en attaque, ils sont 7, Karl Toko Ekambi, Mominga Malé, Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting, François Mouguel, la jeune pépite de l'Olympique de Marseille en France qui fait son grand retour, qui fait sa première sélection donc avec les Lions indomptables du Cameroun. On aura Clinton J qui effectue également son grand retour en sélection depuis son penalty manqué contre l'Égypte. C'était lors de la CAN Cameroun 2022. Et puis on aura Aboubakar Vincent et Brian Bemo pour compléter cette liste d'attaque. On note quelques grands absents à l'instar de Fly Collins naturellement qui est sans club depuis quelques mois déjà. Et puis Jean-Charles Castelletto naturellement aussi parce qu'il est suspendu pour cumul de cartons jaunes lors des récentes sorties des Lions indomptables. Et on a aussi l'absence de Martin Honla de l'Elas Vérone. Le coach a certainement ses raisons de sa non-convocation. Il faut rappeler que le stage débute donc le 4 septembre au complexe Mundi, ici même à Yaoundé, et va se poursuivre le 7 septembre à partir de Garoua, avant le match crucial le 12 septembre contre le Burundi au stade Rumbe-Adja de Garoua. Depuis le centre technique de la FECAFOOT à Oja, Daniel Anissé-Boudé au Canal international.
Toujours en football, 115 millions de francs CFA et le budget prévisionnel du Léopard de Deido pour la saison sportive 2023-2024. La contribution s'est faite samedi dernier lors de l'Assemblée générale ordinaire du club à la chefferie de Deido. Les détails avec Mathieu Fangwa, Thierry Nana et Ludovine Gomsi.
Les Banabanjo veulent une saison pleine de réussite pour l'exercice de la saison sportive 2023-2024 en MTN Elite 2.
l'Assemblée générale de Léopard sportif de Douala a donné mandat et pouvoir de préparer le congrès qui aura lieu avant le début du championnat.
L'urgence au sorti de cette Assemblée générale ordinaire du Léopard de Douala est d'arrimer l'équipe aux normes de la Fédération camerounaise de football.
Ce budget est établi pour financer déjà la transformation de l'équipe. Parce que le grand projet de l'équipe, au-delà de la préparation aux compétitions, au-delà de la gestion des compétitions, c'est déjà l'arrimage du club aux nouvelles normes de la Fédération camerounaise de football.
L'une des grandes résolutions de cette assise du 26 août, c'est la préparation du centenaire du Léopard de Douala.
L'objectif est de refonder le Léopard, d'arrimer le Léopard dans tous les villages de Daïdo, de Bonateki jusqu'à Bonantone.
L'on sera davantage fixé sur les ambitions sportives du club lors de l'Assemblée générale extraordinaire prévue à la veille du lancement de la nouvelle saison sportive 2023-2024.
Et il y a quelques jours de la fin des vacances, de nombreux jeunes qui se sont occupés durant ces vacances se préparent donc pour le retour à l'école dans le domaine du karaté. Effectivement, ces jeunes se sont mobilisés au Parcours Vita de Douala pour une restitution des travaux tout en rassurant les parents sur un retour des classes en toute confiance. Les détails dans ce reportage signé Aruna Nazir.
Place à la démonstration de quelques techniques de karaté. Sur le tatami, les jeunes âgés de 3 à 18 ans restituent les travaux donnés par l'association sportive Yoshinao Karaté de Douala.
J'ai fait le karaté parce que c'est un art martial. Non seulement tu apprends à te défendre, mais tu apprends aussi à te contrôler.
Cette formation m'a appris à ne pas je rentre avant devant le public, à pouvoir avoir le courage de casser normalement.
Ils sont une trentaine, venus de tout le département du Vouri, en présence des parents et des autorités de la ville, les apprenants en fin de formation, se montrent transformés ici au Parcours Vita de Douala.
Non, de vacances permis aux enfants d'apprendre un nouveau.
Entrepreneur que je suis, à travers Akiba Travel Service, nous nous sommes dit c'est une occasion pour nous de soutenir nos enfants pour la reprise des classes.
L'association sportive Yoshinao Karaté de Douala entend faire de cette discipline un allié dans l'éducation des enfants et pour la valorisation du Cameroun.
Et je suis d'accompagner d'autres associations sportives.
Ces jeunes karatékas rentrent comblés, de nombreux lots sont distribués et du matériel de combat est également remis à l'association pour assurer la bonne qualité d'apprentissage du karaté dans le département du Vouri.
Poursuivons avec vous, Henri Kedjan.
With barely just about 6 days to go for schools to reopen those, some parents are already complaining about textbook scarcity that is hitting the city of Yaoundé. And so some approved books or textbooks for primary and secondary schools are conspicuously absent in the market. And so publishers as well as producers say that they don't want to run into any unpleasant circumstances by supplying those books without guarantees. High signature.
1 week to the start of the 2023-2024 academic year, some textbooks in the official book list are nowhere to be found in bookshops at the capital city.
Handwriting textbooks, like in French they say cahier de graphisme, style CP, it is a little bit scarce in the market. Also some textbooks in 6e, 5e also which are lacking. They all say mathematics, like you can see. They are not actually on the market as full as we need.
As to what could be the reasons behind the scarcity, the bookshop operators say the publishers are not clear enough.
They're just telling us to wait. By the time the books will be out, they'll supply it to us.
And earlier this Monday, August 28, Nana Payon was before the press to denounce the fraudulent attitudes of those publishers who have voluntarily refused to print books for fear of being caught by the 6 years book change policy.
Some few publishers have decided to put away the books that the Cameroonian need. They didn't print not a new book because the Prime Minister, head of government, have signed a decree and in 2017 to give 6 years for the book to live. This is the last year. And the publisher didn't want to print new books, but I don't think the family should pay for that.
He urges the government to take her responsibility to rescue parents, pupils and students from this calculated scarcity.
Government should take a strong decision to give the injunction, to give order to those publishers to bring the books, because they have to bring the books because they have been earning money in this country from the family, and those families today would like their children to have the books.
The parents moving from one bookshop to another, unable to lay their hands on the manuals. And others are left with no choice than go hunting for second-hand copies of such books.
Thanks, Chair. We hope those books are going to find their ways in the market. The Togo is already making internationally acclaimed by lovers of fashion, and as the outfit of the grassland makes inroads in global interest, designers of Togo are already saying, or have come under the same umbrella to create an association of Togo designers. Maureen.
From their dresses, unique in style, color and design, these English fashion designers proudly exhibit what they know best, that is, valorizing Togo, a popular outfit rooted in the culture of the people of the grassland, northwest region of Cameroon.
I must say Togo is well recognized around the world, and we had a lot of creatives in the English sector that are specialized in the production of Togo.
Main aims were to make sure that we have all the English-speaking designers come together under one umbrella, and so that we can create our own market and promote it and make sure that all the young fashion designers that are coming up behind us should be able to benefit from this very community that we are creating.
Togo is an heritage which needs to be guided and give it more value.
I think the value of Togo today is very, very high, and of course I must admit with you that every English Cameroonian that want to stand out in an event will always want to go for Togo.
The outfit, which originates from the northwest region, is today worn by anyone in Cameroon and beyond. Reason why designers of Togo are thinking out of the box on how to make the dress innovative. This is the objective behind the creation of an association, Cameroon English Fashion Designers Association. They gathered in Douala, August 26, 2023.
We came together is to first of all identify the fashion designers we have in Cameroon, and of course we want to look for a means to put them under association so we can valorize our craft.
The designers wish to see government add more value to Togo.
We have a cost that is a problem, so we are looking at means that government could also step in and try to subsidize the production of Togo.
Synonymous with elegance, these multicolored garments can be worn by men, women, and children. It is loved by every class of people and goes beyond tribes and tradition.
Interesting indeed. Thanks very much, Maureen. Formerly, this pen cost 100 francs, but today it's 150 francs as a result of the general rise in goods. Junior.
Et du côté de Bafoussam, dans les marchés à Bafoussam, eh bien, en matière de fournitures scolaires, les prix sont en hausse et bien sûr, le BIC qui est également au rendez-vous ne manque pas d'avoir un prix très très élevé. On en parle justement avec Walter Bertrand et Dimitri Kuaté.
Le BIC est passé de 100 à 150 francs CFA sur le marché à Bafoussam. Cette situation impacte la hausse d'autres gammes variées observées ça et là. Parents, libraires, dépositeurs se plaignent.
Le prix du BIC est parti du simple au double, presque au double. C'est-à-dire que le BIC part de 60 000 à 70 000 et tombe plus tard à 80 000. En ce moment, nous sommes à 90 000 francs le carton de BIC.
Beaucoup plus le prix des stylos à billes qui a de façon exponentielle augmenté. Je n'arrive pas à comprendre parce que l'an dernier, par exemple, il y a des paquets que j'achetais à 1500. Cette année, c'est passé subitement à 2000.
Il s'agit principalement des bics de marque.
J'ai l'impression que les gens ont créé à un moment donné la rareté pour augmenter les prix. Les représentants de ces différentes maisons qui font le bic nous disent que c'est lié au fait des taxes qui ont pris de l'épaisseur. Mais pour nous autres qui sommes dans la filière, ça ne nous convainc pas assez. On a l'impression qu'ils ont créé ça pour faire la spéculation et se faire plein les poches.
Cette hausse est vraiment en train de perturber beaucoup de parents parce qu'il était de 100 francs à 150 avec la crise que nous courons. Bon, on ne pense pas que vraiment les parents continueront à rester dans cristal et crafon, mais risqueront plutôt de dévier dans les autres variétés de stylos.
Les parents au pouvoir d'achat faible payent le prix à quelques jours de la rentrée scolaire.
100 mètres. Poursuivons donc ce 13h, Henri Kédion, mais c'est moi qui prends la main pour parler cette fois-ci des librairies du côté de Yaoundé, inquiétude autour donc de l'absence de certains manuels. Dernière ligne droite avant la rentrée scolaire 2023-2024, alors que les parents s'activent pour donner un coup d'accélérateur aux derniers préparatifs. Des inquiétudes fusent quant à la disponibilité de certains manuels au programme. Suivons cet élément signé Janice Kamgab et Serge Alain Zibou.
Dans cette librairie du centre-ville de Yaoundé, on s'active comme dans une fourmilière afin de satisfaire les parents qui viennent s'approvisionner en manuels scolaires. À J-7 de la rentrée, la majorité des livres au programme est disponible, à l'exception de quelques-uns.
Il y a maths 6e qu'on ne trouve pas, il y a maths 3e qu'on ne trouve pas. Il y a aussi chemistry, form 1, Inter, et mathématiques, O-level, qu'on ne trouve pas.
En face, dans cet autre commerce, c'est la même rengaine.
Le livre de 6e, il y a beaucoup qui en manquent. Par exemple, la maths, l'informatique et une œuvre Chant de la forêt.
Des titres pourtant prioritaires de grands éditeurs comme Nathan ou Michel Lafont. Face à cette situation, ce parent a dû se contenter de ce livre d'occasion.
Ils m'ont d'ailleurs dit qu'ils n'ont pas le 9 en mathématiques.
Officiellement, des cargaisons de livres seraient en attente au port, mais pour ces libraires, le phénomène n'est pas nouveau.
Cette année, on devait enlever les 6e, 5e. Ça fait que peut-être ils n'ont pas produit.
En effet, depuis 2017, la législation en vigueur au Cameroun consacre une durée de 6 ans pour les manuels au programme du secondaire. Cette année s'avère donc être la dernière pour ce cycle. L'expert met en lumière l'envers du décor des pratiques mercantiles qui ont cours ici.
Ceux qui n'ont pas de stock ont décidé de ne pas faire du réassort. Ils ont décidé de ne pas reproduire d'autres livres parce qu'ils gagnent moins d'argent. Et personnellement, je trouve ça scandaleux parce que, ayant gagné beaucoup d'argent pendant des années sur le dos des parents, faire un petit effort économique aujourd'hui est un acte citoyen.
Le vœu est que soit conférée une force coercitive au Conseil national d'agrément des manuels scolaires et pourquoi pas adopter des formules plus soucieuses du bien-être des parents, des élèves et des personnes défavorisées.
C'est vrai que le livre est un produit marchand, mais on ne doit pas mettre d'abord la logique marchande avant la logique de l'éducation.
En attendant, le business va bon train. Avec ou sans livre, le sac à dos sera au rendez-vous du 4 septembre prochain.
Eh bien, Henri Kédian, c'est la fin du 13h.
Of course, French President Emmanuel Macron has insisted that French ambassador will not leave Niger, despite the call by the military junta for the French diplomat to quit the country, as there is still standoff between Niger or the junta and ECOWAS. Well, that draws the curtain for the 1 p.m. bilingual edition. We've been Kejang Henriette Tembe and Julia Hussein. We thank you for being there with us. And we say goodbye. Good day to you.
Au revoir, Henri Kédian. Merci à tous.